Hey everyone, this is JD. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Pokemon Revelation, and welcome back to the second, and hopefully last, overdub episode, where I, your gracious host, had a bit of a problem with OBS. You see, it turns out OBS did not, in fact, keep my microphone settings after we had a power outage. So, yeah, goodness. To be fair, this episode was not particularly anything noteworthy. There are a few points here and there, and we'll probably skip around. It just depends on how I feel about it. Anyway, poor Myra. He's still not quite useful yet. A Shibuya Tower made of sand. For some reason can't be seen sometimes, and sometimes it can. That's why it's called the Mirage Tower. Now, under normal circumstances, when you come to the desert, at least as far as I can remember, when you have the Go Goggles, you can, in fact, see the Mirage Tower. I'm going to skip ahead here. So, you should be able to see my mouse, hopefully. But if not, whatever. But in this stretch of land, or this stretch of tile I'm passing by, there should be Mirage Tower right here. But for some reason, it is not there. I have no idea why. My only thought is that you maybe get the fossil post-game, or after you beat Norman, then you can go to the Mirage Tower. I have no idea. I have no idea what it is. I remember saying I'm gonna skip forward these battles. There's nothing interesting here. I remember commenting that were I to start streaming again, which is not very likely, I would like to play through this game and discover more things about this ROM hack itself and take more advantage of it. Because I'd like to do a full living dex, if possible. I'm gonna skip forward here. A full living dex. I've pulled that off in Pokemon Violet, which that took a very long time. It was quite difficult, but I can do it. I managed to pull it off with Pokemon Shield forever ago. So it'd be kind of up my alley to just try and do that again. Yeah, because, the whole thing that kind of brought up when I was doing this episode was the fact of the fossils and everything. You can get all the fossils in this game. Not just one fossil, and that's it, and then you're locked out for the rest of the game. So, I'd like to do that sometime. But again, that is if I get back to streaming. You're not missing anything here, it's just more battles. This is the stuff that, I do show on screen, but, not really missing much here, if we're being honest. We got this guy. Oh, we didn't see his sprite. This Ruin Master. He's not your average hiker looking guy. There he is. There's the Ruin Maniac. I do mention how, despite the fact that we're not going to be catching anything in here, there is... oh, hold on. No, this needs to be seen. Okay, this Sand Slash. Just watch. Okay, so this Sand Slash has an ability called Sand Stream, which heightens his oh goodness, what is it? He's able to dodge more attacks while a sandstorm is active. And so everything just starts missing Sand Slash. And this started happening a little bit before he used Sand Attack on Artemis here. So he gets a poison off on Menkoi. The sandstorm goes on forever. Weather is permanent. In Gen 3 here. And so I was like, is this Sandslash really about to tear through my whole team that should be killing him in one shot? And the answer I wasn't sure of at first. I was like, Menkoi's gonna die of poisoning, Artemis is gonna run out of attacking moves, I mean, they gotta swap out to someone else, and then maybe I could get a hit on, but Menkoi's in yellow now, and I have one Psychic left. But fortunately, I pull out the Strength, and my adversary is done. Okay, now check this out. Trapinch has an ability called Arena Trap. Means you can't leave the battle until you knock it out. Which, I was pretty sure that was the case, but I didn't know you... Like, I tried, you know, Arena Trap, whatever. And then I forgot that you couldn't just swap Pokemon either. And so that's annoying. Like, well... somehow... Arena Trap... You can't escape with Teleport? Why? And so I'm left just thinking, well, I gotta kill it with Artemis. I have no other choice. I can't swap out and I can't leave. But the problem is, right, is Trapinch is part ground type, which means Shockwave would not do any damage. It'd be ineffective. I only have one power point of Psychic left, if you'll notice right here. I got one attack left. And I got hit with the sand attack. I gotta hope it lands, or I'm gonna be struggling. But fortunately, we get it. And, but that was not fun. I do not like the ability of Arena Trap. It is awful in casual gameplay. And so, I swap over to Myra and decide, you know, whatever. Something I think I might have skipped over, possibly, is that when you are in the desert, Nature Power turns it into Earthquake, which is pretty good. And now we're just... Oh yeah, I can show it off here. Oh, Nuzleaf! Excuse me, the companion Pokemon. Companion to Lombre. Now, dear viewers, what in the world are these on Nuzleaf? For the longest time, I always thought that they were nipples, right? Genuinely curious what those black dots are supposed to be on a Nuzleaf, because I have no idea. I really don't. I don't know what to call them. I don't know, like, if I'm supposed to draw attention to it or not. What is it? What are those? Also, please give me... I'm sipping on coffee right now. That's the only way I'm able to power through this. Anyway. So, Nuzleaf's done. And now, I mentioned in the video here, but the whole goal right now is to get to Norman and to defeat him. So it means I gotta get to, not Verdant Turf. Wow, I've forgotten the name. I forgot the name in the video, too, of where he's at. Anyway, we gotta get to where he is. And so, I'm having to track and backtrack through, which we're not really missing much, unfortunately. This might be the shortest episode because I'm having to skip forward a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the name here. Because I really can't recall what it's called. What is it? Come on, me. Oh yeah, we gotta get to Fall Arbor Town in order to get to... Okay. Whatever. I gotta get to Fall Arbor Town, which means I gotta track back. We're gonna skip forward. Yeah, Petalburg. Petalburg's where we need to go. I'm here in the Fiery Pass, which is not actually the way to go. And then this guy, I somehow didn't fight. Like, when I came through, so I just blasted through this cool trainer. Wasn't any problem. Had a Whelmer Electrike. And, Makuhita. Obscure him, just use one slash. Which I'm gonna go ahead and show here. And of course it knocks it out. Easy. Register Wilton. And, yeah, I just ended up going the wrong way. Oh! I encounter a Skarmory in here, which I think I skipped past it. Anyway, I encountered a Skarmory, and I mentioned how I associate Skarmory with Generation 3. In the same way that I associate Dunsparce with Generation 3. Why am I stopped? You're going the wrong way, Dingus. Actually, you're not. You're going to Meteor Falls. Anyway, so the reason why I associate Skarmory with Gen 3 is probably why a lot of people might do that. Is that in Generation 2, Skarmory is a very, very rare encounter. So rare, in fact, that I had never seen it as a kid playing Crystal. Because it's like, think, it's an Outbreak Pokemon or something like that, or like it's a Swarm Pokemon or whatever. And you have to have, like, the person in your Pokénav, or Pokégear, to call you and tell you about it, so you can go find it. And never got that call, nothing. And so I first saw it when I played through Emerald back in 2005, which this game is 20 years old now, which is wild to me. That, I mean, I have 10 years on this game, so I was the perfect age when I played Emerald. I was 10 years old. No, I was not 10 years old. Hold on. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Yes, I was. I was 10 years old, because it came out in May. In the States. And my birthday's not in November. So, I was 10 years old. I'm going to go ahead and pause it here, because I do make it to the gym. And I'm going to elaborate on the Skarmory story real quick. But anyway, saw it in Gen 3. And then Dunsparce is kind of the same case. I'm going to back up just for sound. But Dunsparce is the same way. I saw it back in Fiery Leaf Green. Because it's also a very rare encounter in Generation 2. And so I just never seen it before. Anyway. We are now getting to the gym. Which you saw that I had to back up a little bit. But we're finally at the gym. And this episode was just kind of a wash. So, anyway, when next we get here, we will be dealing with Norman and be getting our fourth or fifth gym badge. I can't count. The next gym badge, and we'll be getting Surf. So, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.